Continuing on Psalms chapter 103, verses 1. With the Lord there is mercy. If thou, Lord, shouldest mark iniquities, O Lord, who shall stand? But there is forgiveness with thee, and thou mayest be feared. Let Israel hope in the Lord. For with the Lord there is mercy, and with him is plenteous redemption. Psalms chapter 130, verse 3, 4, and 7. God is patient and long-suffering. Will the Lord cast off forever? And will he be favorable no more? Is his mercy clean gone forever? Doth his promise fail forevermore? Hath God forgotten to be gracious? Hath he in anger shut up his tender mercies? Psalms chapter 77, verse 79. But he, being full of compassion, forgave their iniquity, and destroyed them not. Yea, many a time turned he his anger away, and did not stir up all his wrath. For he remembered that they were but flesh, a wind that passeth away, and cometh not again. Psalms chapter 78, verse 38 and 39. Thou hast forgiven the iniquity of thy people. Thou hast covered all their sin. Thou hast taken away all thy wrath. Thou hast turned thyself from the fierceness of thine anger. Surely his salvation is nigh them that fear him, that glory may dwell in our land. Mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. Psalms chapter 85, verse 2, 9, and 10. Seek God and confess your sins to him. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper, but whoso confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 13. Promise of salvation fulfilled in Christ. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them hath the light shine. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 2. The Lord Jehovah is my song and my salvation. And in that day thou shalt say, O Lord, I will praise thee, though thou wast angry with me. Thine anger is turned away, and thou comfortest me. Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. For the Lord Jehovah is my strength and my song. He also come my salvation. Therefore with the joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. Isaiah chapter 12, verse 1 to 3. God promises to Israel, to all, I have blotted out as a thick cloud thy transgressions, and as a cloud thy sins. Return unto me, for I have redeemed thee. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 22. Look unto me, and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am God, and there is none else. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 22. God's gracious, comforting words. Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I set before you the way of life and the way of death. And ye shall seek me and find me, when ye shall search for me all your heart. Jerusalem chapter 28, verse 8, and chapter 29, verse 13. The Lord is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. But though he cause grief, yet will he have compassion according to the multitude of his mercies. For he doth not afflict willingly, nor grieve the children of men. Lamb chapter 3, verse 25, 32, and 33. How the wicked may save their souls. Again, when the wicked man turneth away from his wickedness that he hath committed, and doeth that which is awful and right, he shall save his soul alive, because he considereth and turneth away from all his transgressions that he hath committed. He shall surely live, he shall not die. For I have no pleasure in the death of him that dieth, saith the Lord God. Wherefore, turn yourselves, live ye. Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 27, 28, and 32. For thus saith the Lord God, Behold, even I will both search my sheep and seek them out, as a shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered. So will I seek out my sheep, and will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in a cloudy and dark day. Ezekiel chapter 34, verses 11 and 12. Rend your heart, and not your garments. Turn unto the Lord your God, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil. Joel chapter 2, verse 13. What a forgiving God requires of us. Wherewith shall I come before the Lord, and bow myself before the high God? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves of a year old? Would the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, or with tens of thousands of rivers of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my transgressions, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? He hath shewed thee, O man, what is good. And what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and walk humbly with thy God? Micah chapter 6, verse 6 to 8. God delights in mercy. Who is a God like unto thee, that pardoneth iniquity, and passeth by the transgression of the remnant of his heritage? He retaineth not his anger forever, because he delighteth in mercy. He will turn again, he will have compassion upon us. He will subdue our iniquities, and though would cast all their sins into the depths of the sea. Micah chapter 7, verses 18 and 19.